Peace out, peace out, peace out, peace out, peace out, peace out.
Check that head sound.
Hey guys, so I'm about to go in. I just arrived to my location. I am about to take the Spanish Praxis, also known as 5195, I think.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I need a 168 in order to apply for licensing and have that sent off to the state of New Jersey. Actually, it's going to be sent off anyway. But yeah, I am so excited. Long time coming. I am already licensed in ESL. This is going to be a 3-hour test. It just started raining, so hopefully I'll be reporting back with some great news. Fingers crossed. Guys, so I just came out of the testing site. So it started out with listening portions. There were 2 sample portions that weren't scored. It just wanted to prepare you for what you had to do. And then there was a listening portion. There was a reading portion, and then the last part was speaking. The only problem I had with speaking is that there are other people in the room. It's not that I get shy speaking in front of people, but you don't want other people talking to get into your headset and affect your score. So if I had to make any suggestion or critique, that would be the one. But other than that, I would say that the people who were orchestrating the test facilitators were pretty good. Oh, excuse me. They were very nice. They seemed to be a couple that ran this little site or whatever, so it was pretty cool. You probably can see where I'm testing if you're familiar with Jersey. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down and we can have a more formal conversation, but a lot of it was cultural based, and to see what you knew about the culture. Honestly, it was from 2018, and there are a lot of changes that should be made. It doesn't seem very teacher friendly. There was a lot of comprehension, and it was very cultural. So I appreciated that. The speaking was presentational, and you had to form your own basis of things. But yeah, let me sit down because I still have the jitters. I don't have my score yet, but I do know I need a 168 to pass. So I'm gonna look on the site and see how long it takes me to get my. It should take no longer than 1 or 2 weeks, I believe. When I did my ESL test, it was available instantaneously. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check the site to see if it was available because it didn't pop up on my screen. But yeah, if you're taking it, nothing to be worried about. Just know that there's a fair amount of comprehension and listening, and you will have to speak. The speaking isn't a lot. It lasts about 15 minutes. Yeah, but let me check my scores, and I'm actually about to take an Uber, so I will talk to you guys when I get back home. Hey you all, I said what they saying and what they do. What they saying and what they do. Hey guys, so I was telling you guys yesterday how I took the Spanish Praxis, and it gave what it needed to give. I feel like it needs to be updated. Prior to starting the test, it told me that it was content material or trademarked in 2018. So I feel like the passages were dope. So first of all, let me pull it up. tell you a little bit about the sections. I just wanted to come up here and talk about taking the Spanish Praxis because all of the other ones I've seen are outdated and they're boring. Like, oh, like they're boring. And then if teacher videos aren't boring, like they're too dainty for me. I just feel like when people get up here and like, you know, it's cool to like glorify things, but it's just like that is not the realm of education. It's stressful. Like who talks about depression amongst educators? Who talks about, you know, different injustices? Like it's a whole thing. So if you think that being a Spanish teacher is dainty and all of the things, no. So basically the summation of the Spanish Praxis is to reinforce your understanding of Spanish words and phrases to assure your readiness in teaching this language to middle and high school students. This study guide covers all of the material you could expect to be tested on when taking the Praxis Spanish World Language Teacher Certification Exam. Alright, so this is hold on, let me turn this down because maybe that's why it's not. This is the study companion that you can get from study.com. Okay, you can see that's study.com. This is a study companion that you can get. Let me tell you what you get with this study companion. 170 video lessons. There were, you know, if you need that, go ahead. 191 lesson transcripts, 1,000 practice questions, and 11 flashcards. I guarantee you that none of the practice questions or readings up here is going to prepare you for what's on the test. I do like the fact that it tests you on all 4 domains: listening, reading, writing, speaking. Okay, so that's dope. And when I was teaching ESL, it also did the same thing. We tested students on listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Anyway, I'm letting you know that the reading portion you have to take your time. You have to have patience. Alright? The words are very rigorous. It is rigorous so much that it has word banks or words that are highlighted so that you can click on them to see what they mean. Okay? And then you have to use you have to make an educated guess reasoning to piece together the text. Now I know some Spanish speakers, native Spanish speakers, that had to take this test several times. I'm not making excuses for myself because that's just not who I am. I'm just trying to offer some logic. Alright, so that was the first portion was a listening portion. I had to listen to different radio review interviews, different cute little, I enjoyed the listening portion. So it was testing my ear. So that was beautiful. And then after, you'd have multiple choice, and I like that they played it twice. Great teacher move. They played the recording twice. The first time you would just listen to it. The second time they'd give you about a minute to review the questions that will be asked the second time. So, and you have your scrap piece of paper. So what I would, one nugget I would like to offer is that you take notes while you are listening and you have those questions in front of you. All right, and so the second time, you just answer your multiple test questions. And I would like to say that there were 32 questions in the listening section. Next session was the reading portion. The reading portion, like I said, I'm a great reader. I can go back in the text and find things. But, however, there were far too many passages and not nearly enough time. I want to say I had 50 minutes, but in those 50 minutes, they had about 5 different passages. And this is a rigorous test. You cannot expect me to, I honestly, and I consider myself to be, I'm just witty. I'm quick. I've always, even Spanish, English, I've just always done well. Now this, and I have to read every single day. So that was the reading passage. I did get a little overwhelmed. And then after that portion was the writing. So you had to do interpersonal reading, writing, and then you had to do reading and writing. There were interpersonal. So basically they gave you a summary and you had to make an argument and support it with you know, you have to support your claims with like reasonings, like why do you think like that. So I consider myself a good writing. I think I did well. And then after the writing portion was the speaking. This is what really pissed me off. I do not have a problem speaking, but if we are all taking the same praxis and we all have to speak and we are all on the same portion of the test, I do not want someone who's sitting directly behind me or beside me to listen to what I'm saying, or I get into my voice is projecting into their speakerphones, and like that's affecting their scores. Like, yes, it's COVID, they had us spaced out, but I still have to speak as if I am presenting in a normal tone. The computer told me that, as well as the test administrator. Speaking your normal tone so that it picks up everything. So the speaking stressed me out simply because I didn't want anyone else to, you know, hear what, like, I didn't want to affect anyone else's score, and I didn't want anyone that was behind me or beside me to project into my speakerphone, and then they're affecting my score, or like, you know, the people who have to assess or evaluate it thinking like, oh, like this brother's cheating. No, sweetheart, I don't have to do that because I'm smart.
Scary. Oh, shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
Okay, so overall, those are my critiques for the test. If you like me to serve as a study companion, you have more questions about the Spanish Praxis, I'm here for you. I got you. So I have 2 weeks. In the state of New Jersey, I need to make a 168, I believe. Let me see. And your score requirements vary. Yes, it is a 168, and let me just show this to y'all. I'm in New Jersey, so I have to get a 168, and of course they have to score, if you see New Jersey right there, I get a 168. I need a 168. So yeah, guys, that was my experience with the Spanish Praxis, also known as the, World Language 5195. So I'm wishing you guys all luck on the Spanish Praxis. There were about 4 or 5 people in the room with me taking the same test, and you know, we were just vibing off of each other and like, hey, like, good luck and everything. So the camaraderie, the community, the sense of community was great.
Definitely a talent. She had a gift.
But other than that, if you have any more questions, leave them down in the comment section below. I hope that this was helpful. This is more of like a rant and my experience with the Spanish Praxis. So yeah, just wanted to make this video because there aren't very many videos up here. So yeah, bye guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Alright, because that's where I'm most active. Good luck on your praxis, sorry. I'm not going to talk your heads off. Don't have anything else to say, but yeah, good luck and besitos. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.
It's a panoramic.